You throw the flag on?
Can't do that in football. I got caught.
That was our little tribute to what happens in an LSU sideline in the closing seconds of the game.
Good catch. That's double catch.
Or it's like our production meeting, pretty much.
Exactly.
But keep in mind, they are 5-0, and Tom Rinaldi went to Baton Rouge and took time to reflect on the tales of the Tigers and the ticking clocks.
I'm going to teach you a lesson about time today.
They are lessons we all learn.
The small hand tells the hour and the big hand tells the minute.
We all learn early how to measure time.
Tick-tock, tick-tock. It's 9 o'clock.
But in the final precious seconds of a football game, time can get a lot more complicated.
There's a big shot. It's running, and it's running down. You got to spike it. You got to do something. Down to 4, down to 3. Oh! Jefferson wasn't ready for it. It is over.
Only after Tennessee was flagged for having 13 players on the field did LSU get another play with no time on the clock. Afterward, the miracle wasn't the focus. Running out of time was.
I certainly understand the responsibility of the way we manage the back end of the game is mine.
This is awful, unprecedented clock management at its worst.
The temperature is quite spicy right now. Everybody is upset. And it happened again after he had guaranteed that it wouldn't happen again with the Mississippi meltdown.
What are they doing? You don't have time to grow. What are they doing? Game over.
After the Ole Miss game last year, which was a grade A fiasco, you would have thought that the clock management would have been something that they would have addressed. Obviously, they didn't.
Clock mismanagement, and it's destroyed LSU.
From the humblest fields to the biggest stadiums, from peewees to professionals, every game and every play in every game is ultimately about clock management. All of us exist under a deadline. Even we do. So let's see how we handle it. Put us on the clock.
Any CEO, anybody will tell you that time management's at the core of anybody's success. It's man against the clock. It's the boldest thing. It's high noon.
Time is all they work on at Country Time Clocks in Baton Rouge. Zoe Holland has fixed more than 20,000 clocks in 2 decades. Who better to offer advice to Coach Pyles on time management?
Well, I do think there's a way that he could manage time better, and what I would tell him to do is really, I think if he follows that advice, that's all he needs to do. It's simple.
So, as you can see, mastering the final moments of any endeavor is not all that easy.
We're done. We're out of time.
Joe.
Oh, Tom, we want to thank the first graders and the teachers. The kids because we care. Heights Academy. To be fair, Tennessee was more confused, more discombobulated. It's all part of the madness. Can't have 13 out there. They had 10 on the field twice against UAB, so the balls, it's 11 out there. They got drawn in by the confusion on the LSU sideline there. And to be fair, Les Miles is 56 and 15. They find a way to win. Gary Croton's up in the press box. He's the one sending in, Jefferson at the end of that game. There's some confusion by more than just the head coach.
Go back to that 56 and 15. Have you ever seen a head coach win almost 80% of his games, an SEC championship, a national championship, doing great things, and yet be under so much scrutiny?